Well, I got a set of race tires that I hot lapped on Thursday. I'll suppose. You're kidding.
We can't turn on tires. We can turn on brake rotors.
It might be going to. It's brand
All I did was file off the shock.
Thanks. I can use a lot of throttle coming off. You can see it. You can see it when I come up on guy. You know, there's the guys that were out there. I don't know who really didn't even really take that much notice who was there, but you can like see it. They're not using the throttle, but you just yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. I got to talk to this guy a little bit earlier, and I get to talk to this guy quite frequently because I have the fortune to work a lot of the USAC midget shows also, and this guy is one of those that has a majorly right leg, whatever he straps in, whether it's a go-kart, super modified. I'm sure that you probably are pretty quick on motorcycles or bicycles or anything like that. What's going to happen here now that you get your 2 qualifying laps in? How does the car go?
Well, the car's okay. We have to forget my second lap. As I predicted, I tried way too hard and lost 2 tenths just on overdriving. But we'll be okay in the race. The car's looking pretty decent, and the track's going to come to us, I think. And, you know, we were a little disappointed with qualifying. Car owners were real disappointed with qualifying, and I'm a lot disappointed, but we'll be okay.
Well, this is essentially a brand new race car, as I understand. The car was built just prior to Phoenix, and you took it over to Phoenix, and this is the second trip. There's got to be a lot of work to be done to get the car right.
Oh, yeah, we haven't practiced at all. They had a race at Madeira last week, which we didn't run, and we had guys have been here practicing, and we haven't done it. So, you know, we're behind a little bit, but we'll get caught up, and I'll remember how to drive the place, and, you know, it'll be good.
Well, I find it very hard to believe that Wally Pankratz is not going fast enough. I've watched him midgets, I watched him at Dirt Champ Car at Sacramento last year, and every place I've ever seen him run, you didn't have any problem getting in the corner of the car. I think that at the end of 40, the time will tell.
Right, I think that we're going to be fine once we get me acclimated again to the, you know, there is a difference between running with a wing and without a wing. And I'm still, like I said, I'm actually still running the car a little bit like it doesn't have a wing, and I've just got to lean on it harder. And you'd think that'd be easy because you got that big wing up there, but maybe it's because I'm getting older and self-preservation's starting to take over, but I'm thinking, wait a minute, let's feel this out.
What you're saying is that maybe the T-shirt sales may assume a little more importance here.
T-shirt sales, going to work on Monday, all those things that race drivers notoriously are bad for. I'm starting to, starting to look at work on Monday pretty favorably.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got an informal poll in the booth, and I've got a couple of dollars stuck back in the corner on Pankratz tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. We're going to be there at the end. We're going to take care of our tires. It's a 40-lapper. You got to be taking care of your tires. You can't be sliding around. So, I'm doing that just fine.
Well, okay, we're going to look for you right here, brother.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. You're going to see this guy, too, behind me.
You betcha. Wally Pankratz, ladies and gentlemen.
Wally walks himself real quick, and the wheelchair sitting in the race car. Now, Wally's just kidding everybody. He's not getting old. That's called knowledge. As you race more, the more years you race, the more knowledge you get. And when Wally and I first started out, we were dumb kids, and we just ran the thing wide open. And if we hit something, we didn't win the race. But now that people like Wally and myself have been around for years, we know when to go fast and when not to. Because you got to be at the end.
You know, the amazing thing is just a couple of months ago, I had the pleasure of sitting up in a booth with a microphone in my hand and got to talk about you on a 10th-mile indoor track up in Sacramento on Arena. And now, you talk about banging wheels and not going real fast, but real active. That's got to be, the opposite end of the spectrum from here on the half lap.
Well, it is. Race there at Arena indoors, and it's, I think it takes 7 or 8 seconds to do one lap. So you just do the lap, and then you think about it when you get in the pits of what you did. It happens so fast. But, we're going to have 2 dirt car races out in California here this year. I believe it's June 4th, 2nd and 3rd in Sacramento, and then we're going to Fresno the following week. So I'm going to be out here for a couple of weeks and do some of this dirt car racing in sunny Southern California, Northern California, I guess, actually. I hope the fans all here and all the neighbors will bring all the races, because that is a fun trip, I'll tell you. You go out for a Sunday afternoon and enjoy your lunch at the racetrack and watch us do 100 miles on dirt and wear ourselves out.
Well, I tell you what, I got to work that race also down in the pits, and that's, talk about bringing back old-time memories now. I was fortunate enough to see the last California 100 at Sacramento Mile and watching open-wheel race cars sliding out there 130 miles an hour was really special.
It is. I tell you, those dirt cars are back to the old days when race car driver was a race car driver. slide that big 2,000-pound car, slide it sideways at 140 miles an hour, and not hit the fence. You know, nowadays, IndyCar drivers, you don't slide those things. If you slide it at all, you wind up hitting the fence, but that's what's fun about the dirt car.
You bet. If you don't hit the fence, the car generally has somebody with a different color helmet in the car the next day.
That's true.
Well, Richard, I asked Davey about our facility. We're very proud of it. You had an opportunity to come here and race several times in different kinds of cars. How do you like the racetrack here?
It's a nice racetrack. I wish we had some more of these types in style of race tracks at home, because it's a fine first-class operation. And the first time I ran here was, I believe, 1977. I ran Doug Burley's midget here. USAC had a midget race 30 lap. I set the track record at that time with the midget for USAC, and I still hold it. So I always wanted to come back when I did that, and it took me a few years to get back here, but I'll be back and back again.
There you go. Well, don't forget the weekend in May. We're going to have the USAC guys back out. When we get you here, you can defend your track record in a minute.
Well, I don't think Sleepy Trip or anything is going to beat it, but I've got a little something else to do during the month of May. Frank Arciero has hired me to drive his Indy car, and we're going to have the Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria and Brian's Pepsi car at the Speedway. And hopefully we'll put it in the race and do a little better than we did last year. Last year we got 8th place, and I'm looking to do better.
Well, you know, that brings up a situation we talk about open-wheel drivers moving into Indy cars. You've got an absolutely marvelous record of finishes and qualifying in Indy cars coming out of the open-wheel racing. I think that says a great deal about your ability.
Well, thank you very much. And I have kind of a record. Some of the older gentlemen there at the Speedway don't like it. I bumped Rutherford last year and Gordon Johncock, I think, the year before. So, but they understand that. They understand that that's auto racing. And I've been there 5 times, and my first goal was to finish the race. That was what I set my goal at. I did that last year. And next goal is to win the race, and I'm going to try and keep doing it till I get that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're sure going to be watching, and we'll wish you the very best luck, Richard. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Vogler. Thanks, Rich.
They really do in front of enthusiastic open-wheel pavement racing fans. The show moves on to Las Vegas Speedrome on the very, very fast third of a mile on May the 19th. So if you good race fans like what you see here tonight, follow the show up to Las Vegas on May the 19th. PGA for fast qualifier. The red, Paul Domingo 5C car. Third, out of Maple Valley, Washington, former camera super modified champion, Marty White, your second fast qualifier. Marty White. Heights and the Wright Farm family. The driver from Fresno, California, your fast qualifier tonight, Barry Vukovich III, to the bridge. 4 cars, 5 laps, trophy dash number 1. Outside, yes, indeed, the gentleman number 5, Marty White and Billy Vukovich III. The 3-way Chevrolet Corvette, our base car, super modified tour, working away on third quarter of the first Mustang race. Turn number 1. It looks like it's going around the outside and car. A real competitor you're going to find him in all of the races. Comes out of San Jose, California, car number 46. A big welcome, Bob Beck. Bob Beck in the 46 car. Fresh Fruits, the primary sponsor on the number 2 car. The driver in from Fresno, California, a former campaigner on the SMRA Limited Modifieds, moving up tonight to the big ones. Did an excellent job in Madera a couple of weeks ago. A big Bakersfield welcome. Mike Siebert, car number 2, outside front row. By Shannon Deere out of Littleton, Colorado. The 5T car, our Colorado representative here tonight. Outstanding, sensational young driver, going to be with us for the entire 10 race series. Car number 5D from Littleton, Colorado, Scotty Backman. Scotty Backman. Indiana, the Caddy Farm Special, Rich Vogler, car number 73. 4 cars, 5 laps, trophy dash number 2. Let's let it roll. Our pace car drops into the inside. It's all up to the number 46, Bob Beck. Second and first place is Vogler on the outside. Congratulations.
Let's get in the picture with everybody in the boys. Look at him, you can't miss.
looks like they're set to go. The lights are still on. And now they've been turned off. There's going to be interior modified from the western state. Back in the right shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, a salute Ixiba Bigioni. Hung chassis, 430 cubic inch Rodak motor, the Marcy of Paul Durant. The Vern Rice Spirit of Madeira Racer. It's a Masterman chassis with a 430 cubic inch Buick. The 78C car, ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Billy Vukovich III. The car owner, Mr. Ray West. This name is very familiar to us in the state of California. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Woodward. From Chuck, the 28C of Art Cervantes. We're going to run by Banks and General Engineering, Royal Ark Resort, Oliver Farms. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Watson. Motor Masterman Chassis. Sponsored by Gallus Research and Development, AAI Speed Equipment and Garrett Engines Incorporated, the 5D of Scotty Backman. 404 cubic inch Rodak engine, the GNA Top Shelf Racing, they own it, they sponsor it. This guy's at a tough go, he's ready to win 40 here tonight. Mike Siebert. E9 Limited SMRA champion, ladies and gentlemen, from Reedley, California, sponsored by Valley Truck Wrecking, Valley Friction, and California Box, the 83C Jim Tartaglia. And they're on the turn. We move to the 21C car out of Santa Paula, California. He owns and drives the race car. He's sponsored by Don West Racing Incorporated. It's a 430-inch Donovan, and a West chassis, the 21C Don West, ladies and gentlemen.
light's still on. Well, we're standing here with Billy Vukovich, the third. Number 3, just picked up a win in the Western States Super Modified Tour here at Mesa Marin. Billy, you're getting ready to get on an airplane and get back to Indianapolis. What's going to happen to you?
Well, I'm going to run for Ron Hemmelgarn. I ran for him last year. We're going to run a 1988 Lola with some Buick motors. They ought to be pretty good. I've got Ronnie Doss coming back as the chief mechanic, and we've got a lot of confidence in each other, so hopefully it'll work out.
Well, Rookie of the Year last year, a good run, and that with essentially the same crew, and things are looking good. The Buick makes lots of horsepower.
Yeah, the Buick runs good. Jim Wright built them for us. He used to work for Fisher, and now he went out on his own. He does a real good job, and the motors, I know they're steamy.
Now, what happens beyond Indy? Any more races for Hemmelgarn?
I don't know. It just depends on on sponsor money and how well we do, and how much backing we get.
So you're looking for sponsors, and probably the finish at Indy will bear on Hamilgarn's program also.
Yeah, that'll make a difference. I got a teammate also, Buddy Lazier, so between the two cars, hopefully we'll both make it, and then hopefully we can go on to some more races.
Any plans in the future? Does Hamilgarn, is he looking for Chevrolet motors?
Well, it's pretty hard to get them. I mean, they got a lock on that deal. Those 6-7 teams that got them. AJ is the only one that got one this year, but it's hard to get one of those. It'd be nice, but I don't think so.
Of course, Scott Brayton back there last year and the year before has proved that the Buick will run with anybody as long as you can keep it together. You run the entire 500 miles and keep it together and hopefully run up front.
Yeah, hopefully. They've had a little trouble in the past because the Buicks were new, staying together. But Crawford finished once, and Brayton did finish once, and they both ran good. So hopefully, maybe a year later down the road here, that a little more technology, they can run all the way.
Well, Billy, we're going to be looking for you to finish well up in the front end of this thing back there at the end of May, and wish you all the luck with Hamilgarn.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Billy Vukovich. Davey Hamilton at the conclusion of 40 laps of Western States Super Modified Racing here at Mesa Marin. Davey, third place finish after what you and the crew have gone through this evening. It's a pretty good finish.
I'll tell you what, it was a tough night, and we're real happy with third. We were close, and in this game, as long as you're close and know you could have won with just a few minor changes, it makes a guy happy. So we're ready for the next one.
You and Paul Durant in the 5C car had a pretty good battle going there for most of the race.
Yeah, we were going good. It was a fun race between us. He's a good driver, and his car was going just a little bit better than mine. I couldn't quite hang on to it, but it was a good race.
Now, the question in the pits before you pushed off for the feature was that with a broken spark plug, you were worried about something coming adrift in the motor. Obviously, it stayed together and ran well.
Yeah, it ran good all night. It was just a freak deal. That spark plug got smashed, and it proved out to be nothing wrong at all, so we got lucky there.
You also got back in the ball game with the handling. The changes you made after the heat races seemed to work well in your favor.
Yeah, in the heat race we were real loose, so we had to make a change because you can't drive at 40 laps loose here, and then we went a little bit too far and had to push in the car. So we just needed to find the middle there, and we would have been in good shape. But next time we'll get it, I think.
Are you going to run the entire series with the Western States Supers?
Yeah, I'll run every race.
Well, hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of the season with the champion's ring on your hand.
I'm hoping so, too. Thank you.
Thank you. Davey Hamilton, Boise, Idaho.